Oh, now we're
It
live.
says you are live. It says it on the screen now.
Jazz hands, Anita. Jazz hands. How come our names, are they at the bottom of the screen? Maybe it is on the live screen. It is. I think it must be. So, hi, everyone.
Oh,
It's,
see, I can hear you. The feedback from your
oh, you
from your.
can hear feedback. Danny Moorjani, how come Anita can hear feedback?
In my
Danny. You can hear feedback in your ear. Okay.
yes, everything's being repeated in my ear.
No,
Oh,
that's
so you
pretty
get
important.
double of Liz Dawn.
Is somebody's is yours on, Liz? Your
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly great. Everything is good.
and is are you on live as
Well,
well? Like, are you checking your live
no,
thing?
no, no, no. I'm not. No, I know what you're talking about. I just have your screen open. Just this screen is open.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
maybe Danny's got a Facebook Live open somewhere. Hi guys, we're having some. Had to refresh to find you. Oh, good. Hi,
Yes, we're
Robin.
having some tech issues, but
Some tech
okay.
challenges.
Now I've lost Liz altogether, but
Oh, that's great. Well, Ellie says that she hears us both really well. Hi,
oh,
Ellie.
that's great. That's good to know. Okay.
That's good. So, why don't I just go ahead and continue to what we say in showbiz, vamp. My name is Liz Dawn, and as you all know, the fabulous Anita Moorjani is sitting next to me. She is a New York Times bestselling author of several books, including Dying to Be Me, and she travels all over the world presenting retreats and lectures and keynote sessions. She was just recently on Mark and Kelly, which is I think that's a CBS broadcasting show in the United States. So it's a very, very big, well-known show. So it was super exciting that she was on the show. And I've been working with Anita for at least, I want to say 10 years, maybe.
Yeah, it would be.
I was introduced to you through the formidable, wonderful, amazing Dr. Wayne Dyer.
Yes. He,
So here's
yes, it's been at least 10 years.
at least 10 years. I've had the pleasure of having ABC. Thank you, Robin. Oops.
So
I've had the pleasure of working with Anita for a long time. I
I
am the producer and creator of
would
Celebrate
you would
Event.
you keep it going for a little bit, Liz? I'm actually
Well,
really struggling to hear you.
I know I had a
Thank you.
feeling, so this is what we
Yes.
call vamping. So here we go. I am the co-founder of Celebrate Your Life Events. And my mom and I started the company in 1995. So now it's 2025. My mom is now in spirit and she guides me from spirit. However, we are celebrating our 30th anniversary. So what do? We create, I mean, I don't know how to even say this any other way, but we create spiritual events, retreats, women's summits, online programs, mostly live in person, because I believe that's really where the transformation happens, is in the space. And as I shared before, I've worked with Anita for almost 10 years now. Anita has appeared on our stage at our Women's Summit, at online events, at live events with Greg Braden and Dr. Sue Morter and Dr. Bruce Lipton. And she's appeared with all of our teachers that we've worked with, because we've worked with you for so long. So it's always a pleasure to speak with Anita. And I decided to jump on with Anita today so we can talk about something super special coming up. And as soon as we get Anita's sound back, I'm not trying to hog the stage here. We're waiting for Anita's sound to come through so we can continue. I can see all of your comments, which is super fun. Halima is here. And we've got V-Team Paranormal from Victoria, BC. I have to tell you, Victoria, BC is where I went for my honeymoon. I loved it there and I'd always wanted to go. And so my husband and I went there on our honeymoon a long time ago, but it was one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. It's just beautiful there. And we've got Trish from Australia. Wow. And Jasmine is here. Okay, we're almost ready. I'm vamping. If anybody wants to ask me any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer. And again, my name is Liz Dawn, and I'm with Celebrate Your Life Events. And what do we have? Can you hear me okay now, Anita? Oh, now we can't even hear Anita.
Yes. So go ahead and ask me a question. Can you not hear me?
I can hear you now. I can definitely hear you. Okay, so the topic that we're talking about today is about fear, illness, and the energy of self-love. So what I'd love for you to answer, and I know you're probably hearing me in double, so I'll talk slowly. You are hearing me in double. The sound is off for Anita right now, so I'm going to speak slowly. So if you could tell us a little bit about how does fear and illness play into our ability to love ourselves?
So fear actually is an extension of stress. Fear causes stress in the body, and stress is what gets in the way of a lot of different things. Fear is good in small amounts, like, when you're in danger, you need fear, because fear can save your life when you're in danger, and that's why our bodies actually go into this fear response. However, we've become a culture that are in this perpetual state of fear. We're constantly in this fear, which is the fight or flight. And when we are constantly in this state of fear, there's no room for love, because I'm not talking about just romantic love or a love that a parent feels for the child, although all those feed this love feeling, all those are parts of it, extensions of it. But when our lives don't have this constant background fear, and it doesn't have this constant background stress, what fills that space is actually, don't realize that fear is the opposite of love. We tend to think that hate is the opposite of love, but it isn't. It's actually fear. And what I noticed, for example, when I died, when I crossed over, one of the things I noticed was that the fear was gone. And it was like we don't even realize that we're living in this constant state of fear. It's so pervasive. It's like when you have an air conditioner on and you don't even notice the hum of the air conditioner, but then someone switches it off and then you notice the silence. And that's when you realize, oh, the air conditioner was on and now it's off. And so when fear is gone, you don't even realize that you were in fear, but you notice, oh, the fear is gone. And then there's this feeling that takes over that I can only describe as love. And it's a self-love. And it's like this most beautiful feeling that can only exist in the absence of the fear and the stress. And so this is a lot of what I do, and a lot of what I teach people in my workshops is how to release that fear and how to release that stress so that we can make room for the love. And then the next step is how to expand that love.
So this is Nancy Gonzalez is asking a great question. She is asking, how can I have less fear and feel better? She wants to feel that. Now, I'm going to share just quickly in my experience. So for those of you who missed it, I produce spiritual events. That's what I've been doing for 30 years. And Anita is one of our fabulous speakers that we have on our stage on a regular basis. And one of the things that I've experienced, and I always take the workshops too because I love all of this work. I really think I started the company 30 years ago with my mom because we just love all of this work so deeply. And what I've noticed being in Anita's presence, it's not so much, and I might embarrass you, and I hope I don't embarrass you, Anita, but I've worked with you for so many years, I can embarrass you a little. What I've noticed in being in her presence and when she steps on the stage and she starts to speak about the truth of who we all truly are, when she stands up there, because if you don't know Anita, she's an extremely humble woman and just filled with grace and gentleness. You know, what you see
Oh,
here, no, it's true. What you see here is really what you get. And I know that to be true because I work with her in a business capacity and then in a spiritual capacity when I'm actually attending. So this is the real deal, right? So I'm embarrassing you, right?
I know. I'm going red here.
So Nancy, hold on one second. So
Thank you.
we're going to get there, Nancy.
Thank you.
And so what she does is with her words, with her energy, grounds you into that place of really understanding that the truth of who you are is love. And I've seen you do that through your journeys, through the processes she takes you through, as well as you talk about, you know, putting your hand on your heart, just telling yourself, I am love, until you drop into that, right?
Yes. So basically, people don't, they're not innately in touch with their soul. And your soul is pure love. And that's what I do. That's the energy I I try to create at every single one of my events, is one where you can drop into your heart, drop into your soul, and feel the love that your soul feels. Your soul is always filled with love. But what happens is that basically here in this physical, we are actually straddling two worlds, the physical and the non-physical. But we have lost touch with the non-physical because the messages that come at us from this physical world are very loud, and we have been bombarded with these messages. And these messages are anything from fear-based messages, and you're not good enough, and you don't deserve to be loved, and you have to try harder, and you have to win people's approval. And we all get born into dysfunctional families. It's just the way it is. And then what happens is we come filled with love, and then it gets stripped away from us because
Smack
of,
down.
yes, it gets completely stripped away from us because our parents don't know how to bring us up. And then we spend the latter part of our lives trying to find that again. But it's actually never really left us. And yeah, and it's always there. We just have to know it's there, and we have to know how to tune into it. And that's what I love to help people do. And that's what the reason for my workshops, the reason for everything I do, because it's when you are separate from that love, when you don't realize who you really are, when you don't realize that you are a soul, and when you feel you still have to work really hard to win other people's approval, and you feel you're not good enough, and you feel you need to do more, be more, and you feel you need to still work really hard to be who you are, that is what gets you into a stress mode. You're constantly working at it. And the more you work at it, the more you're sending yourself the message that I'm not good enough as I am. I need to work at being better. Also, you're sending yourself the message that you still have to do more, be more, you're not there yet. In actuality, if only you knew the truth, that you come here completely perfect, then you allow yourself to take on all this baggage and all these layers. And all you have to do is set yourself free. It's like, this quote by Michelangelo, or this saying, when Michelangelo, the gifted artist and sculptor, was asked, how do you create these amazingly beautiful statues of angels from these rocks and this marble? And all he would do was chisel away, and he would chisel out these beautiful statues of angels. And when someone asked him, how do you do that with no plans, with no drawings, with no maps? And he said, the angel is already there. I just chip away at what is not part of the angel and set the angel free.
Oh, that is so awesome. I'd never heard that before.
Yes, and that was always what he said. He said, the angel is already there. I just chip away until I set the angel free. So the mistake we make is when we are struggling, when we're sick, when we're struggling, when we're having troubles in life, we tend to think, what else do I need to do? How can I fix it? What more do I need to do? Even if you're unwell, you're like, what other meds can I take? What other supplements can I take? And then when we're struggling in other areas of our lives, what other courses do I need? What else do I need to learn? My workshops do the opposite.
Yeah.
It's about undoing. It's about releasing anything you need to do, anything. It's about not feeling like you need to add anything more. It's about letting go of everything and getting to the core of who you really are and setting that free. Allow that. That is your authentic self, because you are born authentic. We are spiritual beings. We're born from spirit. And then we go add all these layers. It's about getting back to your roots and letting go and realizing you don't need to do anything. You don't need to be anything. Just relax and get to know who you are.
You see what I mean? Just hanging with Anita, right? So you did talk about the workshops. And so I'm going to introduce to everyone something really fabulous coming up on August 14th to 17th. If you want to experience this, if you want to shed all that fear and drop into self-acceptance and love, and that divine love that you know is there present for you, then I absolutely encourage all of you to come join us in Sedona, Arizona on August 14 through the 17th. It is going to be 4 days of just bliss. Anita is going to do all kinds of processes. She's going to be talking about how Jasmine is asking, how can I overcome the fear of health issues and sickness? During this workshop, she's going to be addressing how to dissolve all your fears, how to dissolve the anxieties, what it feels like not to be burdened by this anymore, to be able to release this and to be able to just drop into your truth. And you're in this state literally for 4 days, and you go home anchored in that feeling. And then you will have tools to be able to access anytime you want to by these processes. Danny, if you would post the URL, there you go. So the workshop is called From Healing to Whole. It is in Sedona. I think we've got about 10 hotel rooms left. That's it. So maybe one of you are one of the 10. And the URL is anita.celebrateyourlife.com. Here, I'll post this in the comments as well. It's anita.celebrateyourlife.com. Take a look at it. Your soul is going to get an immediate yes to it, because we listen to our heads. Oh, I can't take the time off. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, I can't do that. But if you were to listen to your heart and you were to listen to your soul and really drop into that truth, joining us is going to be just such a life-changing experience for you. Yes. Oh, see, Zusa said that she attended one of her workshops in the UK and it was magical and uplifting. I love that.
Wow. Thank you. I love that. Thank you. And to just give you something for those who are struggling with health, just a little something right now. I know that when you're struggling with health, you feel a lot of fear. So what I would like to just suggest to you is I want you to focus on wellness and not on the illness. Shift your focus, shift your focus. And this is something I'll be covering in great detail in my workshop. I will teach you how to shift your focus because when we get a health diagnosis, we start to obsess about the illness. What I want you to do is obsess about wellness. What does wellness mean to you? What does it look like? What does it feel like? Start drawing a plan. If you were well, what would you do with the rest of your life? And I will guide you through all that. But here's just something I want you to know. If you're struggling right now, start to think in terms of a wellness trajectory. If you can change one thing every single day towards a path of wellness, what would that be? Would it be to eat differently? Would it be to meditate more? Would it be to exercise more? You see, when a doctor gives you a diagnosis, the diagnosis is based on where you are right now. Nobody can tell you the future. When the doctor tells you the future, the prognosis, they are basing it on you not doing anything differently, but this illness carrying on the path that it's been on. But you can change that path. That is my point. You can change that path by making changes in your life. And so a doctor cannot predict your individual future. When they give you statistics, they're giving you statistics taken from illnesses from people who have not made a single change, and that is the trajectory of the illness if no changes are made. I will teach you the changes that you can make in your life, everything from physical changes, and you can even do these yourselves. Even if you can't be at my workshop, I want you to know this. So once you start focusing on wellness, once you start focusing on a trajectory of, oh, I can do this, because remember, I came back from the brink of death. I was so far gone that I was in a coma. My body was gone. I mean, I was literally dead, and yet I managed to come back. It was stage 4 end stage cancer with the organs shut down. If I can come back, whatever you've been diagnosed with, even if they say, oh, the prognosis is not good, you can turn it around. And you just have to decide how you want to live the rest of your life. If you have purpose and passion for your life, you're much more likely to be healthier. If you can change things about what you're doing and how you're living your life and let go of things that are toxic in your life, all these things contribute to changing your life and leading a healthier life and healing whatever illness you have. And these are the things we will go into in great detail. And one of the biggest things really is changing how you view yourself, your mindset, and letting go of all the baggage and the things that are causing stress. Stress, what I call fear, but also it comes under the umbrella of stress, is one of the biggest burdens on your body that causes illness in the long run.
Absolutely. Oh, we're going to have such a good time in Sedona. So I hope all of you can join us. Anita, I just resonate with everything that you just shared, especially when you said something that I heard it in a different way this time. Each time when you speak, I hear things differently that I didn't hear the first time or the second or the third. But what I heard you say was when a doctor gives you a diagnosis, right?
Yes.
And then they give you statistics.
Yes.
But those statistics, and what I heard you say this time is that those statistics are based on the medication and the protocol in which they outlined for you.
Yes,
right?
correct.
So added to that, you guys, this was super profound that I heard that this way this time. Added to that is the prescription, if you will, that Anita is giving you. And that is to be on a wellness trajectory from the inside out, from your mind, that will permeate into your spirit, into your body.
Yes,
Right?
that's right.
That was so
And
cool.
yes, and with statistics, they give you the statistics, and there are always the people that survived, and then there are the people that didn't, and then they give you the percentage. You can very easily be one of the ones that comes out, not just survives, but that is thriving if you put into your regimen a lot more than what the doctors tell you. I am so against doctors giving death sentences to
I
people.
know.
I just don't like, I hate that. But I wanted to share just a little story about this very point. Is that, and this is a doctor who told me the story that he was in a conference, a medical conference, an oncological medical conference, in a room full of tons of other doctors. And the person on stage asked, how many of you here in this room have experienced a patient recovering inexplicably with no explanation? A patient who shouldn't have recovered, but has recovered, and you just have no idea what to put in their medical records. A lot of hands went up. A lot of hands. They've all experienced it at least once, maybe more. I know even my doctor was shocked and didn't know what to put in the medical records. So all these hands go up, and then the person, the doctor on the stage that's speaking, he goes, okay, keep those hands up. Now, I would like you to keep your hand up if you have actually recorded this or reported this into the medical journals. All the hands went down.
Wow.
Yes, all the hands.
Wow.
So you know what this tells you? It tells you that statistics are skewed. And when these people whose hands went down were interviewed, I mean, when they were asked, like, what did your patients do? And they were like, I don't know, but they didn't follow the drug protocols exactly and all. They went off and did other things.
Right.
And so, but because they didn't follow the protocols as per the doctor, and because they couldn't explain it, they were left out of the statistics and the reports altogether. So your statistics are skewed.
Yes. I like that. The statistics are skewed. Trish is being told that she's got stage 4 cancer. She just needs some help and direction. She believes she can change it. Come join us in Sedona. It'll be a game changer for you. Again, I just want to share that Anita is doing an amazing retreat, powerful, life-changing retreat in Sedona, Arizona on August 14th to the 17th. And Danny, go ahead and put that URL in there. It's anita.celebrateyourlife.com. It's anita.celebrateyourlife.com. Maura, all the information is listed on the website, but it is the Hilton Red Rocks in Sedona. It's in the Red Rocks, you guys. It's magnificent. I mean, Sedona itself is like
Yes, it
powerful and amazing, right?
Yes, I love
I
Sedona.
love it.
And I love your events, Liz. And
you.
I just wanted to say Liz's events are amazing. She really takes care of everyone. So
I
thank you,
love
Liz.
doing what I do, and it shows. When you love doing what you do, it shows in the work that you're doing, just like what Anita does, right?
And
All
we're
right.
wearing the same
We're
pendant
wearing
today.
our pendants today.
And they're from Sedona.
They're from Sedona. We're crystal sisters.
Yes.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for sharing with us today, Anita. I think everyone listening can attest that the perfect moment at the perfect time, you popped up on their screen and shared this information with everyone today. It was much needed. Definitely much needed.
Thank you. And thank you, Liz, for initiating. And I apologize for all the technical glitches we had to start with.
Oh, it's all good. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here with us. And we will see you soon.
We'll see you soon. Oh, Danny says the technical glitches are Wayne's fault. As
It's
always.
He always does that.
He does.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Nancy. All right.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.